says it's 7:35 here, not at Amram's house today. And is today Pesach Sheni?
Yes.
Yay. All right. Okay. So Parshat Behar. It starts off and it mentions that Hashem spoke to Moshe at Har Sinai, and the rabbis ask why is Har Sinai separated, is identified here just in regards to the laws that we're now going to learn about Shemitah and about actually indentured servitude and stuff like that. So I was reading a story about the young George Washington, and there's a side in there about how slavery started in the United States. Everyone know how slavery actually started here? So it started from tobacco, actually, but in Virginia. But what happened was beforehand they had indentured servants that would, when people came over from England, they would just sell themselves to work the land, and then they'd pay off the debts, and then they'd buy land or whatever. But there was a ship that had been taken over, and it had like 20 Africans on there, and they turned them into slaves. It was like a pirate ship of some sort. Not a pirate ship, but a ship. And that started the whole ball rolling of slavery in 1619 in Virginia. And it very slowly turned into a whole industry, all because of tobacco. One guy brought in seeds that were different than what the Indians were planting, and they just needed so many people in order to cultivate the land and cut tobacco and turn it to slavery. And financially is really the point. When you read through Parshat Behar, there's so much talk about the financial aspect of selling land and selling yourself. And the point I want to get to is that Sinai is mentioned in the very beginning because we were just before saying Nasa v'nishma, and we're acknowledging that God is in charge of everything, and we're going to listen to His mitzvot. And the problem is money clouds judgment, and you tend to forget who's in charge of everything. And the whole law of Shemitah and the Yovel 50 years later is, and God telling us, listen, the land, I'm going to control everything. You don't have to work it on the 7th year because you're going to have enough food. But people it's very easy to get hypnotized by ownership and money. So tonight is the Jewish free loan dinner. So keep in mind that if you have some extra cash, give it to the people who need it in the form of a free loan, and you'll be able to control that drive, that money has the negative side, make it a positive thing. Rabbi Chanam Pesach Moritz Kodesh Baruch Hu L'Sach L'Yisrael L'Ficha Here Baron Thomas Yoshen Amar Necha Ben Matzi Tori Yadir Rabbi Yadir.